Welcome to another video by Elite Programmers. We teach live online Unity classes so you can learn to code and make games in Unity. While these videos are intended for our students, we hope that even if you are not a student of ours, that you enjoy our work and share with a friend and check out our website. Today in Unity, we're going to talk about how we can make collisions occur, or how can we make things hit each other. There are two rules that we need to follow so that we can make things collide. One of those rules is that both objects that are going to hit each other need to have a collider. Here I have a player. He has a box collider. If he's going to hit another cube, say this red cube over here, it must also have a collider. One of the other things that must be true is that one of the two objects must have a rigid body. So for example, our player has a rigid body, but our red cube does not. This is okay. At least one of the two objects has a rigid body. So if I press play and I attempt to hit this red cube, I can actually hit it. We can also have a collision if both objects have rigid bodies. So I'm going to turn off this cube and I'll turn on a capsule. And this capsule has a capsule collider and it has a rigid body, which means that we can hit it. So if I press play and then I hit the capsule, we can see it bounces around, bounces up and over. If I turn off this capsule and I just play my little snake game and I try to eat the little spheres, we can see that a collision is occurring, but I'm not pushing something. This is called a trigger collision. The difference between a trigger collision, so for example, here we have a ball of food and it has an is trigger over here. The difference between a trigger collision and a regular collision is that nothing actually is moved when it hits, but rather the computer detects whether or not there is overlap between the colliders. So if I have this box overlap with this ball, and the code that I have in this case is to destroy the ball when I overlap with a trigger collision, and I press play, we can see that the ball is already gone. However, if I move the box back and I press play, the ball will stay there until I hit it. Let's go back to the cube that I had before. I'm going to try to hit this cube, but we'll see that something with the collision isn't happening. I'm going through the box, but I'm not hitting the box like I was before. And this could be confusing as to why is that happening? We don't know. Well, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to check my two rules. One, do both objects have a collider? I can see here that the player has a collider. Good. What about the cube? The cube also has a collider. Good. Do one of the two objects have a rigid body? The cube does not have a rigid body. Okay, let's look at the player. The player does have a rigid body. It would appear that we've satisfied all the requirements and all the rules to have a collision, but still the collision isn't happening. So what's wrong? Well, if I go look at the cube, I can see that it's selected as is trigger. And this means that we will have a collision occur. In other words, Unity will know when we overlap, but it's never going to actually stop at the edge of the box. If I disable is trigger and press play, we can see that I can have that solid hit that I'm looking for. There are also other situations where it looks like something should hit, but it doesn't. Here's a simple situation that many of us encounter. I'm going to turn on this sphere that I have, and what's special about this sphere is that it has a script called mover, and this script is written to make the sphere move to the left, towards the box. Let's see what happens when I press play. As we can see, the sphere goes straight through the box. So let's check our conditions. The sphere has a sphere collider. It's not a trigger. The player has a collider. Neither is that a trigger. And the player has a rigid body. So one of the two objects has a rigid body. Both have colliders. Neither of them are triggers. So why isn't the sphere hitting the box? Well, let's go look at the code that the sphere has. So the thing is that transform.translate will move an object, but this is not a physics-based movement system. It simply moves the position without calculating whether or not it's going to hit something. This is a simple way of moving things, and oftentimes we see this as a method of moving objects in a game, but this is not what we would do if we want things to hit. Therefore, if we want something to hit or to collide, we should not use transform.translate. It's true that sometimes this works, but more often than not, it does not work, and you should not be using transform.translate if you want to have physics collisions. The last and one of the most frequent issues with a collision is when we are trying to hit something. For example, this capsule, we're going straight through it and we can't figure out what's going on. And the issue here is if I look at the capsule, I've got my rigid body, but I don't have my capsule collider. Oftentimes, I see beginners, when they add a rigid body, they automatically assume that physics is working, and therefore things should be able to hit each other. Don't make the mistake where just because you've added a rigid body, you assume that you're going to hit things. Another issue when making a game from top down, for example, like we are here, we have a two-dimensional view. The issue that we might have is that sometimes things look like they're supposed to hit, but they're actually not hitting, even though everything is correct. Let me show you what I mean. This capsule is a little bit higher up. See, it's higher up, it's above the cube. It should not hit when the cube moves forward. But if I look top down, it looks just the same as it did before. Let me move it down, top down. Let me move it up, top down. And if I press play, we can see that I can't hit that object. So this is an issue that we can run into, and you might not notice right away that the shadow is giving you that little hint that something here isn't lining up correctly. So recap, if you want to have a collision, you must satisfy one of two conditions, and that is that both objects must have a collider, and at least one of those objects must have a rigid body. Thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something. If you have questions, just leave them in the comment section below. Feel free to subscribe and leave a like or a dislike. We value your feedback. Share with a friend, and don't forget to check out our website, eliteprogrammers.ca.